So hello guys, welcome back to Aaron the Explorer. Today we're gonna be teaching you guys something very interesting. That is, you might have got it. I'm just kidding, you wouldn't have. That is adding fractions, adding mixed up fractions. Adding mixed fractions is very easy, just once you understand it. You don't believe me? See it out for yourself. And today's video is gonna be in that topic. Make sure to like and subscribe. Now doing this is very easy, as I'll start up by showing you. Starting, you just have to find a simple question, something like 2 by 4 plus 3 by 4. Now this is not even mixed, so this is very easy. The answer, just by adding both of the numerators, everybody understands, it forms the answer 5 by 4. As you know, 2 by plus 3 is 5. So that's the only thing you want to know right now, because that's the main thing right now, just addition. Now let's go to something harder, something like how to solve mixed fractions. Now mixed fraction, for example, now take this as one pizza. Now as we know, this has 1 2 3 4 5 parts, and this is another whole pizza, and now it has the same amount of parts, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, just think this as 5. Now just think this as 5, and you have colored up the whole thing. You have colored up this whole thing, and you have colored 2 of these. Now how do you represent? And without having this and only this would be represented as 2 by 5. But with one whole, how will you represent it? This is where mixed fractions come to use. You just have to add 1, and becomes 1 2 by 5. So this is one whole number, and this is a fraction. Hope you understand. Now adding it might be tough for beginners, so let's quickly buckle up and start learning. Now startingly, just take out a notebook or whatever you have to start, and practicing it is what I recommend the best way to learn. By just watching a video, you might understand, but you gotta keep practicing it to keep in touch with it. So now take a question as 1 2 by 3 plus 2 6 by 8. Now to add this, you gotta first convert it into improper fractions. So to make it into improper fractions, it's very easy. Though, as we know, this is for the mixed fraction is formed by improper fractions. Now, improper fractions. What are improper fractions? Is might be the question of yours right now. For the people who don't know, improper fractions, improper fractions are actually the fractions with greater numerator than the denominator. As you can see, a few examples of improper fractions are 18 by 17 by 8, 18 by 9, 26 by 2, anything. But the only thing is the numerator should be bigger than the denominator, which is called normally improper. And the opposite of improper, you might have guessed already, mostly you might have already guessed, it is just proper fractions. Proper fractions are nothing but they are just fractions with smaller numerators than denominators. Example of proper fractions are 2 by 100. It can be like any digit. It can be 100,000 or anything, like 226. But the numerator has to be smaller, and the denominator gotta be bigger. That's it. Now, I hope you understood what's improper fractions. Now, I hope you all have a maths textbook and all the chapters of fraction. You will definitely get to learn all this. So just buckle up and read all of this. Now, let's go for adding. Adding this is very easy. Now, starting, you gotta know what's LCM. LCM. L stands for least. C stands for, well, let me just erase this. C stands for common, and M stands for multiple. As you know, there are more than one. There is more than quintillions and septillions of multiples for each number. So it's actually never ending. So now adding mixed is very easy. So now for that you need to know the LCM. Hopefully you know how to do the LCM. Now I'm gonna make another video on that. Now adding mixed fraction. Now imagine the question is 1 2 by 3 and plus 1 2 by 3. Now this is nothing. By converting this you get the same answer. 3 into 1 is 3, and 3 into 1 plus 2 is the answer. So you gotta multiply this and add this. So 3 into 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5. So it's 5 by 3, an improper fraction. And the same thing over here, 5 by 3. So this is nothing but gonna be 10 by 3. Now we all know that 3 is not divisible by 10. We all know that. So what you're instead gonna do is just divide 10. So 3 3s are 9, the closest multiple. So it's gonna be 1. Now, as we know, the formula for forming a mixed fraction is Q. Let me show you. It is Q. This is the Q is this, and R by D. Now this is the divisor, and this is the quotient, which is supposed to come here, the remainder, which is supposed to come here, as you know. Now so the 5 3 by 10 added together, you know, it forms, so 5 by 10, 5 by 10 plus, no, I'm really sorry. So I hopefully you guys understood that. Now let's go for adding the denominators that are not the same. Now with numbers with the same denominator are called like fractions. Like fractions. Now this is like fractions, and the number with different denominators are called as unlike fractions. It can be in any order but different denominators. You can just copy this down if you want, because I'm gonna erase it. Now, as you know, now you just gotta find the LCM of both the denominators. Now it sounds pretty easy, but might not be as easy as you think. Now take for example questions as 2 1 by 8 plus 2 6 by 2 6 by 10. Now for this you will need the LCM of 8 and 10. If you don't know, you can check out my YouTube channel and find a video on LCM. Now you just the common multiple, the common factor for both of these is 2. Now 2 into 4 and 2 5. So 2 into 2 and 5 as remaining, and 2 1 and 5 and 5. That's it. Now this all together multiplied is the common LCM. Now we can write on the side the LCM is equal to 2 into 2 is 4. 4 2s are 8. 5s are 40. Now the LCM is 40. Now the LCM we found it as 40. Now we just got to divide 8 by 40 for each. Now as you know, we need to convert both this to improper. And as I teach you, 8 into 2 plus 1. Now 8 into 2 is 16 plus 1 is 17 by 8. And this 10 into 2 is 20 plus 6 is 26 by 10. Now to add this, you gotta make the denominators equal and the numerators different, but the denominators has to be equal. As you know, the LCM is 40. Now you just got to divide 8 by 40. I'll show you. 8 divided by 40 is into 5. 8 into 5 is 40. Into 5 and into 5, the same thing over here. Both of these are supposed to be the same, so both of these are supposed to be the same. Now what you want to do is just find the answer for this. Now this is 40 and this in 5 into 7 is 35. So 3 carry over here, 5 ones are 5 and 8. So as you saw, the answer for this is 85 by 40. But this is not the answer. We got to do it to the other one also. Now as you saw, the other improper fraction is 26 by 10. To convert this into 40, you got to multiply 10 into 4 as 10 4s are 40. The same thing over here. So this is going to be 40 by... the same thing is going to be 40 by 4 6 are 24 and 2 carrier 2 4 4 2s are 8 9 10. It's 104 by 40. As you can see, both of these are improper, and now all you want to do is 85 by 40 plus 40 by 104 by 40. Now adding this, you get the answer, but that's not still the answer. I'll tell you why. Now to add this, as you know, 104 plus 104 plus 85, 9, 8, 1. So it's 189 by 40. Now this is the answer, but the original answer still remains, and that is just convert this back into mixed fraction. As I said, the formula for this is Q is a question, and the top is the remainder, and this is the divisor. So this is the formula. And now dividing the 40 by 189, this is not a perfect answer until you go in decimals, but you're not going to go in decimals for converting into mix. So now 40 into 5 might make it. Now this is 200, so this is not. You got to go one less, which is for 40 into 4, which is 160 mostly. Now as I calculated this in my mind by just subtracting it by 40, which is 160. Now all I want to do right now is I know that it is 40 into 4 is the answer. Now 40 divided by 4, 40 divided by 180 is 4, and so it's going to be 160. Now this is going to be 20. Sorry. Now this is going to be 120. I'm sorry. It's 20. Now this, using the same thing as you saw, Q pi by D, we can form it. Now 40 is going to be the remainder, as this is the D. 40 is the D, and 4 is the quotient, and the remainder is D. So this is nothing but the answer is 44 by 20. This is the answer for our question. Hope you guys all understood this, and I'm gonna make my next video on the LCM. And bye bye, take care.